Frank Martin beat up an old man tonight. I'm interested to see him step up in competition. A lot of these fighters at 140 pounds got real deal skill. He looked impressive against a slow, old fighter. But like Goosen said, it's interesting to see him get in there with somebody that's at a high level, and display those same skills. But like I said before, in earlier videos, Al Heyman, PBC got a great way, to match their guys sometimes. And Frank Martin's style was perfectly matched with a guy like this. He hasn't fought in a few years. He came in there and looked old. And he came in there and fought old as well. I don't think Barthelemy, gets another opportunity after this performance that he put on. But I hope everything is okay with him. He hit his head on the canvas real hard. So, on this channel, we pray for guys that go in there and put their life on the line for our entertainment, get the medical care that they deserve. So, shout out to Barthelemy. But, like I said before, Frank Martin, it'll be interesting to see him get in there with a guy that's talented. But Barthelemy tonight wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? So anybody got power when you fighting a guy, who's basically coming in for a check. There's no head movement. It wasn't like, he exercised for this fight or worked out for this fight. This fight looked like, he made weight and came and fought. It didn't look like he put no effort into training. I didn't see nothing he might have could have worked on. Nothing. So again, it'd be hard to, rank Frank Martin's performance, based off this type of level of opponent. But this was definitely a confident booster for Frank Martin.
And then we'll talk about the one that ended this fight.
Yeah, well, Barthelemy was being lost all night. Frank was just getting around him like this. There was no chance. He was having a hard time keeping up with the movement from Frank Martin. And, it was only a matter of time. He's 39 years old, Barthelemy, and he hasn't fought in close to 2 years. And, he got dropped by a little side shot there on the temple. But, that's the one that was frightening. To me, that was a scary, scary shot. He went down, hit his head very hard on the canvas. Watch this. He's out right there before he goes down. Bam! Right